Hello, welcome to day 8 of the menstrual cycle. I appreciate that you guys gave me some time and I could take days 5 through 7 off because my mental health was definitely suffering a little bit. But on the bright side, let me show you guys. Well, I guess you'll see the pump later, but like this is different because this is like my morning skinny. Look at this. Anyways, I'm just psyched right now because I reached my goal weight that I set when like I initially started losing weight. So if you can imagine, I was 50 pounds heavier and I was like, oh, I want to get to 165. And now I'm at 163. Yay! So it was super exciting to hit that goal. I do expect to maybe gain a pound or two back. You know, that's okay. As long as I stay under 165, honestly, like I think I talked about this a little bit. I hit a weight loss plateau in September. The whole month of September, I was stuck losing the same 2 pounds. I was like 170, I would get to 168, and then I would go back to 170. And it was literally the whole month, a constant struggle to like get it down. And occasionally there would be some weeks where I would see it dip down to 165, but then immediately come back to 170. So it's really exciting that I've hit 163. I've stayed at it for the past couple of days, and you know, I feel like at 163 there's no shot I get back up to 170. Like that would be insane. So I didn't exercise. We are going to the gym today. It is starting over push day. So we did push-pull legs last week. Dude, honestly, I've never been able to do push-pull legs 2 times in a week. I know that's the whole point of doing that split, but for some reason, like I always chalk it. Like I'll get to my next push day and I'm like, I can't. Like it's so, dude, and my legs hurt forever. My legs never heal. We're gonna drink this. Probably not all of it, at least definitely a quarter of it. How'd I do? For my girlies with long nails. Y'all get it. I haven't tried this flavor. It's Ultra Peachy Keen. It's pretty good. I got it because it's pink. Well, it's salmon color, which is like close enough to pink. So I got it for that reason. Look how pretty this girl is on it. And I love the Strawberry Dreams one. It's so good. So I have a ton of those. And I'm going to make some like monster merch out of the cans. This is zero sugar. This one has 150 milligrams of caffeine. I honestly wouldn't mind drinking this whole thing. I probably won't because I'm just getting back into caffeine. I'll probably drink half of it. Leave the other half for tomorrow. It is cold outside. It's cold outside. It is 62 degrees outside. And I live in Florida, so this is a rare occurrence, especially because I live in Central Florida. Even more rare, because when you're by the beach, you get that like beach breeze and the weather changes. But when you just got land all around you, it is hot as fuck all year round. So I am so excited that it is 62 degrees outside. Are you kidding me? I think the high today is like 80. That's insane. Are you kidding me? I'm ready to bust out my sweaters. I'm ready to go make a snow angel. Like, what? I know I probably seem insane. Everyone's like, 62? We had 62 last month and it hasn't been 62 since summer. Okay, brother, like, damn. It never gets to be 102 out there either. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Come hit me up in the summer talking about it's hot. Oh, really? Is it? Is it hot for you? Because I think it's hotter for me. I think Florida's got you beat. I think we got a little more heat. Should write music. I should honestly become a rapper. Okay, but let me not like yap on forever. I got like 20 gigabytes to work with, so gotta keep these clips short. Hi everyone, it's voiceover Lauren, and I just wanted to show you what I do during my cardio because I never show the cardio portion because it's stupid and irrelevant. But basically, I just run a mile, and on days that I don't feel like running a mile or on days where my knees are injured, I'll just do a really high incline. But today we were running a mile. So these are some of the stretches that I do beforehand just to get myself warm and ready so that I don't hurt myself. Here are all the settings that I put. I just do manual. I type in my weight. The time is usually 20 minutes. I'll enter the incline of 0, 3 miles per hour to get me started. I'll probably walk like that for 2 minutes. And then I have a playlist that gets me hype. So that way I can run at 7 miles per hour until I burn out. And then I'll go to 6 miles per hour to finish the mile. And then after that, you can see here, I'll put it on cooldown and I'll just walk backwards at like 2.5 miles per hour. Here's me showing how sweaty I was after that. Walking backwards on a treadmill is supposed to increase your coordination. So that's the reason I do it. There's also a bunch of other stuff it improves. And I've noticed my running form is a little better. But honestly, I've been running and walking backwards for the same amount of time. So it's hard to tell if my running form is better because I'm just running or if because I walk backwards on a stupid treadmill. I know exactly what you're thinking. Lauren, why are you doing a barbell row if it's push day? Great question. I actually forgot it was push day. So I just went ahead and did my entire pull exercise for you guys. So here I am doing the rows. I was very disappointed in my form. You can see my back is very rounded. So on this second attempt here, I'm gonna try to come down and be conscious of my chest. You can see I pull back my shoulders to have my chest be out and open. And then I tried lifting like that. And then I reviewed this footage and I was like, it's still too curvy. There's still, I feel like my spine is not neutral enough. So I'm gonna try it again. So my back should be somewhat along that red line, but unfortunately it is not. So I'm going to attempt again after this. I even moved the camera because I thought maybe it was just the angle that you were seeing. But I really just tried to focus here on bringing my hips back, making sure my spine stays neutral, and I pulled in my navel, which is your belly button. So I held a really tight core, and now you can see my back is a lot straighter than it was in the previous 2 sets, and I'm a lot happier with this form. I think the main reason I was so focused on form today, especially in this instance, is because I want to increase the weight, but I'm not comfortable increasing the weight unless I know that I have my form down perfectly and I have almost the full range of motion, if not the entire full range of motion. Now we are moving on to seated rows. At this point, I was thinking to myself, like, this is a little odd for a push day. Like, this is definitely not a push, but it felt great. When you're doing a seated row, I would say just make yourself comfortable as you sit down. Have your legs be pretty relaxed but firm. And then bring your chest up. Make sure that your shoulders are back and sort of locked in place. And then rotate your elbows so that they're facing up. Not up, but so that your forearms are facing up. And then pull back and think about wrapping your elbows around your body. Idiot. So at this point, I've accepted defeat and I've accepted that it is, in fact, a pull day. So we're going to move on to the lat pull down. Here, same thing. Make yourself comfortable as you sit. Try to keep your chest up and your spine neutral. I try to lock in my shoulders because that's what everyone says. I don't know what that fully means, to be honest. Try to keep your shoulders still and then just bring everything down. Focus on pulling with your elbows. I feel like for most back exercises, if you think about using your elbows to move, it helps sort of the whole movement just go a lot more smoothly and like actually hit the muscle group that you want to hit. So that was awesome. I was actually able to hit higher reps on the lat pull down. So now we're moving on to the cable face pull. And for this, put the weight to something you're comfortable to. This is actually a PR for me. I'm at 35 pounds and I just lean myself back. Here, I'm going to show you from the side. I lean back slightly and then I just pull the cables towards my eyes, sort of at eye level. Depending on where you pull, it will favor certain muscle groups. This PR was entirely accidental. I thought I was pulling 30 the whole time, and then turns out it was 35. So, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. You can never, like, recreate that situation, so I love when it happens. But yeah, we got 10 of these at 35 pounds. And I was tired of it. I was done. So here I'm doing an upright row. I'm pretty sure I had the weight set too high, so I had to adjust that real quick. On these, you're going to see me do a set of 12 with a 25-pound weight. And then after that, I was feeling pretty good, and I didn't feel that my muscles were fatigued enough. So I consulted with my Fitbit. And I usually check what my heart rate is after every exercise just to see if it's actually effective or not. And I like my heart rate to be somewhere above 120. If it's at 120, that tells me I can definitely push myself a little more. So here I am consulting the Fitbit, and you can see that the whole time I'm right there at about 120. So I definitely just wanted to go a little harder, so I increased the weight. And then you're going to see me do a set of 10 of these. And I definitely felt this one a lot more. It felt a lot better. These are fairly simple and straightforward. Just pull up. just pull up on the cable. Make yourself comfortable. You can be slightly slanted if you want. And just pull towards your chin. And I'm pretty sure that's good enough, you know? Next, we are moving on to a kneeling high pulley. These ones are always so difficult for me because I feel like this is one of those workouts where the weight is moving me and it's very easy for me to lose control of the weight. I started doing a set of 30 pounds and then I was like, wow, that is way too light. So then I moved on to 35 pounds and that felt a lot better. So I finished out with 2 sets of 10, I believe. And I know I'm ready to increase the weight when, 1, I can do 12 to 15 reps of whatever current weight I'm at, and 2, I have great form, and 3, my heart rate is pretty low. Now we are moving on to one of my favorite exercises because it's so simple. It's just an inside curl, and I'm going to do 10 of these with a 20-pound weight. And since I'm alternating arms, that means that it's pretty much just 5 reps. on each arm, but you can see that I reach near failure, I guess, towards the end. My left arm is so much weaker than my right, and you can really tell. You see here I'm struggling, and sometimes I do have to use momentum, which is quote unquote cheating, but honestly, as long as you're stimulating the muscle, I don't mind the cheating too much. After my inside curls, I move on to a curl hold, which is this. It's essentially the same movement as an inside curl, but you're going to have a ton of control as you come down, and you're going to slow down that process and try to hold it for about 10 seconds. These burn my biceps. Look, I literally fail. I couldn't bring it back up because my left arm was so exhausted at this point. I actually had to decrease the weight because these 20 pounds were just way too heavy for me and I couldn't finish a whole set. I only do about 5 of these because they burn your muscles so intensely. And here you can see me really try to push. I'm really trying to get those 5 in, but it is so hard. Look at me hyping myself up. And here, that's the exact movement I was talking about, using your whole body to sort of thrust up the weight, using momentum to carry you up when you're about to reach failure. That's really good because you're still stimulating the muscle and you're going beyond failure. So after my inside curls, I did decrease the weight. I moved to 15 and I did 5 of those. And now I'm moving on to hammer curls. These are really fun, but my biceps were truly burning at this point, so I had to make it a drop set. I did about 5 reps with the 20-pound weight, and then 8 reps with 15, and then about 10 reps with the 10-pound weight. Doing a drop set is another great way to get yourself almost past failure. As I'm giving up on the heaviest weight because I physically can't do it anymore, I move on to a lower weight, which stimulates my muscles a little more. Then I added in a dead hang at the end because I've never done it, and I did it for 30 seconds. Or anything to put in my hair. Awesome. So what a perfect pull day, huh? Dude, I literally get to, like, I think I was on the lat pull down, and I'm like, hold on. Pull down? Like, hold on. I feel like I've been pulling every single motion, like, so far. And then come to find out, yeah, I was pulling. I was doing my entire pull day routine, and I didn't realize it. So, I don't even know what to say about that. All right. Wow. I forgot. Exposure. Gotta bring that down a little bit. Bringing the exposure down basically is the same as giving yourself a tan. It just makes everything a lot more defined. Like, look at that. Okay, anyways. That was so good. Okay. I'm gonna hold my breath. No, I'm not. I know for a fact I don't have any veins. We can ignore that. I am gonna flip. You're gonna see a lot more of my back. Don't be concerned. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for a real push day.